Get it right, chick.
Gumby.
What in the world, squirrel? I feel like I got crap in my eye.
Hi, neighbor.
What up? How you doing?
I'm gonna try not to.
Oh my God, he's got his wife with him.
Oh shit. Apparently he's not waiting for
Look,
her
she's
either.
cutting
That's
across
not
the
nice.
cul-de-sac, and he's going all the way around the cul-de-sac. She's cheating.
Cheater.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it rip. Hey. What up, y'all?
Are you ready?
You're gonna have to do a little edit in there.
A little bit.
Apparently.
You ready? Silly Billiken.
Yes.
All right.
What the show, Helly?
3, 2,
One.
1.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? 3, 2.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Full of Knit podcast. A podcast all about knitting, crocheting, sometimes sewing,
Craft beer,
and just whatever crafty stuff we get into. This is episode 13.
Yay.
And it's lucky 13 because we have far surpassed our 100 subscribers goal.
Yes, we
and
have. Thank you.
Yes, thank you to all of you, all of our returning viewers, all of you new ones that subscribed since the last time we podcasted, which hasn't even been a month, and we're already over...
What you reckon?
I know. We're already over 150, so we've got some stuff we're going to give away.
Yay!
And our lovely Susan here is going to show us all the fun stuff in our giveaway package. And we're going to open a thread in our Ravelry group, so you need to go over and join Full of Knit podcast group on Ravelry. And there'll be a thread in there that
tells you what to do.
Tells you what to do, yeah, because we haven't decided what we're going to make you do yet, but
it won't be hard.
It won't be hard. So,
you ready?
Here's some of the lovely stuff that's going to be in the prize package.
Okay, you will receive a custom-made drawstring project bag. There's the inside. Made by the lovely and talented Karen. It's a drawstring, super cute, butterflies, beautiful contrasting fabric. You will receive a couple of different tees, some little post-it notes. Are these post-it notes or just note cards?
I think they're note cards. Looks like there's envelopes with it.
Yep, little note cards. You will receive some progress keepers made by, again, the lovely and talented Karen.
I have a lot of time on my hands.
Little butterfly progress keeper that matches the butterflies on the outside of the bag, so that's cool. And we went with a little theme here, a little purple kind of thing. And you will also receive a skein of Hope Knits Purple Possible Jimmy sock yarn. It's a 75-25 fingering sock weight. And a Stitch Fix It by Knit Picks.
I love mine.
Me too.
It goes everywhere.
I have several of them.
Not that I make a lot of mistakes, but
but when it's one of those things, when you need it, you need it.
Yeah.
So all of that will be in this super cute, reusable organza gift bag.
Yay!
And I'll just go ahead and say it now. If we can get to 175 subscribers by the time we get ready to pull for the prize, I will throw in 5 minis of other hand-dyed yarns that I've used and put in blankets and all that good stuff. So if we get to 175, I'll throw in 5 minis. So tell all your friends and neighbors. All right.
There you go.
So that's that. That's a great prize, I think.
I think
for 150,
so too.
Yeah. I think it's a good one.
And in case... earthquake!
Sorry, we just said we weren't going to do that today.
We lied.
We lied. Oh well.
And in case you didn't know, any of you new people who are just tuning in, I'm Karen, and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as the Havelock Zoo.
And I'm Susan. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as NC Knitta.
And we also have as we just talked about, a Ravelry podcast group, Full of Knit Podcast. And we're also on Instagram as Full of Knit Podcast.
It's really easy to find the Ravelry. If you are familiar with Ravelry at all, and probably if you've only looked at patterns or whatnot and maybe never joined any groups, if you go up to the tabs at the top, it says patterns, yarns, groups. Hit on groups and then just type in the search box Full of Knit and it'll pull up options for you.
Yeah.
And just go to that group and hit join the group, and you're there. You're in. That's as easy as that to do.
And we are also, while we're on administrative stuff, we are co-hosting a knit along with Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady podcast, and it's called Get That Knit Done Knit Along.
I love it.
It was going to be something else, but she's not quite as vulgar as we are, so we changed it to knit. And
that's the first thing I thought about when I saw the name. I was like, okay.
It was going to be the other, but you know, she's nicer than we are. So this is going to be running from now. It started May 12th, running now through the end of August. And it's to get any whips done that you have, so your needles are all free for fall and winter knitting.
Right on.
And you can double dip. There's already a thread open in our group. And she's got a thread open in her group, and you can double dip. If you have patterns of hers that you're doing, you can triple dip because she has a thread in her group for Crazy Sock Lady Designs. So there's just a lot.
Oh, that's pretty
cool. Of things, that you can.
In fact, I think one of her designs is one of the things that I need to get that knit done. The Ronbeck.
Yes,
mitts.
the mitts.
Yep,
yes.
I'm to the thumb part,
yes.
and that's as far as I've gotten.
So we'll be drawing prizes for that once a month, June, July, and August, and then we're going to have a grand prize at the end of it all. So y'all get over there and get joined up. And if you're on Instagram, use the hashtag #GetThatKnitDone, KAL, and that way we'll be able to see all the cool stuff that you're making.
Awesome.
We've already got people
already in there. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, so y'all join in.
It's fun. Plus, you have a chance of winning something. I mean, not that that's what it's all about, but the
it's
biggest
cool.
It's cool. Yeah. But the biggest benefit is getting your needles cleaned off so that you can knit for the fall and winter, just like when we did our Frogger Finish KAL.
Right.
Freeing up your needles to get stuff that you really want to get knit done. So I think it's a great thing.
Like a sweater. I can't wait to show y'all. I'm going to make a sweater.
I can't wait to show you because the cat's went on.
Yeah.
Like I don't have anything else to do. Yeah. But anyway. All right. Speaking of, do we want to move right into
whips?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are we going to show? You don't have any finished stuff, right?
I don't have any finished stuff.
Oh, I have finished
Well, why don't we do FOs first then? You can go ahead and...
I actually have 3 finished objects. One I didn't bring because we're over here at Full of Knit headquarters west, and it's big. And it was the RO, my husband, the retired one. It was his blanket.
If you go to episode 12,
you will
see it there.
Yes. And if you go on my Instagram account, you will be able to see him and his little...
You can go back...
shit-eating grin.
Several episodes and see it.
I've been knitting... How long have I been knitting on that thing?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. But
maybe since we started this podcast, which is like...
And I know the last episode, episode 12, you only had like 20 more rows to go. And you had it over here. Yes, so I remember that was on there.
And it's all finished, and it's beautiful, and he is so happy with it.
And it fits him.
And it fits him. Honestly, he could pull it over his head and tuck it under his feet all at the same time. And then he could just hibernate all winter.
Well, that's not a bad thing, though, because then he has plenty to snuggle up with up underneath.
You know, he's very happy with it, so... I'm happy.
There you go. That's the biggest thing right there.
Yes. I'll pop some pictures in.
Yeah.
Here
That'll
somewhere.
Work.
Yeah. And then I finished. And these are going to look a little wonky because...
Has he worn them already?
He's worn them like 3 times.
He can't not wear them, can he?
I swear, they come off the needles.
Don't let him know from now on. Hide it from him.
It's hard because he watches like a hawk. He is like a total...
So he's on top of that, huh?
Sock-crazed man. Whoa. Anyhow...
Oh my God, look how big that thing is.
I know, look how stretchy they are because...
Wow.
He's had them on. And there might be some cat hair on them.
There's probably some cat hair on them.
There's probably. Anyhow, these are just a pair of vanilla socks. This is the Knit Picks Felici in the mint chip colorway. I decided I don't want to do vanilla socks for him anymore.
But didn't you start these doing a pattern?
I did. I
they
started
were too wide or something.
Yeah,
was something screwy with the
started
pattern.
doing the geek sock
pattern. Right. Yep.
Where you it kind of waves in between the color changes. But I forgot that slip stitches make things tighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I used his regular stitch count. He couldn't even get them on over his foot. So I got...
remember that. Slip stitches make things tighter.
Yes. So...
Note to self.
Yeah, write that down. So I am going to do that pattern again because, you know, if I had looked at the pattern and saw that his regular stitch count makes a small sock instead of a large sock. But vanilla socks for him, they're just... His feet are so big and the socks are so big. It was boring as all get out.
Yeah, well, it's not as boring as it would have been if that had been a solid color because you had stripes.
True. Well, I never would have done that because...
Yeah, it would have been too much.
Right, it would have been too much. But it's a pair of socks.
And he loves them.
And he loves them. And he has a sock box, one of those ornament things. You know, you've seen them.
Oh, yeah, with the
at
separations
Walmart or whatever.
in it.
Yeah. Not the ones that have like the round things, but it's just like little plastic dividers in there.
Yeah. He has one of those?
Yes. And I think there's...
That's funny.
What, 36?
Really?
Spots in there?
Yeah.
I think that's how many there is. Anyhow, I was like, are you ever not going to want more socks? And he said, probably when my box is filled up.
He better learn it. You better teach him to knit.
I'm going to teach him to knit.
You must. You really need to
or
teach
get him to
knit.
buy me one of those
sock machines.
Sock
Oh,
machines.
yes, that would be great.
That would be a good Christmas gift, don't you think?
It would. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Would be.
We'll put that little bug in his ear.
Plant that seed.
He's a musician, so honestly,
Plant that seed.
One of those machines doesn't cost as much as all the crap he has.
Yeah. Plant that seed. I'm just saying.
I will.
Anyhow, put 2 on there.
Finished.
One for you, one for me.
This is like socks number 12, I think, for him.
Oh, really? So you only got 24 more to go.
Yay! I've just lost. Ooh. Earthquake again.
With the earthquake. Stay off the table, Karen.
Because they have just lost the will to live. All right. And then, so much quicker.
So pretty.
Look at...
It's because you got little teeny tiny baby
Seriously,
feet.
people. Look at this. Can't even see my behind it.
Well, it's kind of like you guys in person because he's like super tall and you're like super short. So it's like him, her.
It is true. These are my Cozy Knitter Yarn of the Month Club.
So pretty.
Here's the... And her Bliss base. And this was the Sweetheart colorway. This was the February color of the month. And I finished these in the car on the way to Maryland. On the way there and back. No, I didn't do them on the way back because I finished them while we were there. Yeah, the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival.
Which we probably should have stated at the beginning of the podcast that this is going to be booty call heavy.
Yes.
On both sides of the fence.
Yes.
Normally we don't have a lot of booty call, but she went to Maryland Sheep and Wool and I went out of town and
yes.
Then I hit Etsy and so yeah, it's going to be a little...
Yeah, and that's why we haven't podcasted. Well, but it's been less than a month, so
yeah,
we're doing pretty
about
good.
3 weeks.
I was out of town one weekend and then
I was out of town
she
the
was
next
out of
weekend.
town the next weekend.
But yeah, we both have quite a bit of booty call because I gave her some money to spend for me while she was in Maryland and she did a fine job.
Don't you love spending other people's money?
You did a good job.
I did.
You did a great job, I think.
I did.
Okay. So is that all our whips?
No.
I mean...
Finished stuff.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. She has no idea what we're doing. And she's even got the list down here. She's got like organization. I have nothing and she has no idea what we're doing.
We'll see. I did make that note. No,
yeah, but you put...
Okay, so are we going to do whips now?
No.
Okay, what are we going to do?
No.
Just tell me. I'll just do whatever.
Just pick something.
Okay. Well, I have on my Laura Ayler Sun Rose sweater pattern that is supposed to be long sleeved and have eyelets at the bottom, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I just did a modification on this. Did short sleeves, did an I-cord bind off on the sleeve and on the bottom. But I cast on another one because I love it so much. And I cast this on. And the Knit Picks, okay, let me take this out so I can show this. Here's my notebook trick I'm doing again. if I can show all of that. This is a paid for pattern on Ravelry by Laura Ayler. And it's called Sunrose. And you can see it's a long or a 3/4 length, whatever. And I'm just modifying it to be a short sleeve. And I'm not doing the eyelet rounds just like I did on this one. And this is, I don't know if I have a, I know what the yarn is, but I don't think I have a, what do you call it? A ball band. So this has some really neat constructions. You start.
So what is it? You're just not going to tell me?
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. It's Knit Picks Cotland DK. I told you I don't know what I'm doing, Karen. God. And the colorway is called Surf. But this pattern has a really neat construction to it because you start. It's not knit. You don't start in the round.
Mm-hmm.
You start with like this front part, and then you get up to here, which actually would be the back. Then you do this is the top of the shoulders, and then you do down one side, and then you pick up stitches. Anyway, it's just really fun to do. I like it. This would be my third stab at doing this one. So I've gotten this far. I've not worked on my Tegna sweater, which I thought, why are you casting on
another sweater?
Yeah, but DK,
because you can.
That and DK goes much faster.
Yes.
So anyway, I've gotten this far. Just at the shoulders, haven't even separated for the sleeves yet. Just doing the increases, getting the sleeves done. And I'm knitting this on a size 7 Lantern Moon Cirque in the ebony. Isn't that what they're called?
Do the joins on those drive you crazy?
No, they don't. These are the joins that spin.
Yeah, but
See,
I have
the
some
needle
of those.
spins?
Did you get them at the shop?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, they don't. I mean,
I have some of those, and the joins, like right here, drove me absolutely up the wall.
What size needle was it?
It was a small needle. It was like a 4.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe it made me crazy. So
You
I
know,
got rid of them.
this would be like I've knit this one and the original one I knit on this same needle.
Because I have all the DPNs, and I love the ebony wood,
right?
And just the way it knits.
Yeah,
but I started knitting something on one of the circulars, and it's like,
yeah, these are not cheap needles.
No,
so
not at all.
This is 70% cotton and 30% linen is the makeup on this. I really like this. I hope it knits up as good as this one that I have on because I enjoy the sweater and I like that yarn and it's fairly reasonable coming from the Knit Picks store.
Right.
All right, what have you got? Since I did so well at explaining all that. I don't know, I swear I hadn't been drinking yet.
Here, I'll try it. I'll do it like you. Me have hat.
What are you trying to say? I'm a caveman? Okay.
Oh, hat. Wait, I'm going to be all silly, and then I'm going to drop all my stitches off here.
Don't do
and
that'll
be some terrible karma right there.
That would be funny, though.
This is my birthday cake hat by Katrina Biggs.
That's so good.
It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's just a fun little brioche hat. And this is where I was last time. Brioche is slow going. For me, at least, it is. It just seems, well, there's a lot of going back and forth.
What do you mean?
You know, yarn over knit, yarn over knit. Yeah. But it's so squishy. It feels really good. This is my little hash brown casserole and bacon progress keeper from the Gnome Knitter. Damn it.
It just reminds me of my friend that instead of saying hashtag, whatever, she says hash brown.
Hash brown.
Every time you say that hash brown casserole, that's what I think about. Sorry.
Hashtag hash browns. So, birthday cake hat, which might be done in time for my birthday.
Well, that would be super cool.
But since my birthday is next week, it's going to be really hot to wear around here because it's like 800 degrees and 800% humidity.
It's not that hot. It's not that hot. It's just humid. And it doesn't matter if it's 75 outside. If it's humid, it makes it feel like it's 95.
We had 2 really nice weeks of spring this year.
That's about it.
Yeah, and it's all gone now.
Last year we had way more spring than this.
We did.
This year.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is in the South.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss. You can either go straight from winter right into summer with humidity and heat. And I don't mind the heat so much as the humidity is what I don't like. But it just comes with the territory. So if you're here, you're just going to have to endure it or move.
Yep. Nope.
Because it just happens. No,
I got bit by one of those yellow flies.
Ooh, the ones that like...
Yeah. Bit me right on my spine. I don't know how the heck it did that, but I got a big old...
You're not talking about a horsefly. You're talking about the yellow fly.
I'm talking about something that bites and leaves a mark like
well, big. There's yellow flies are little. Horseflies are really big. Was it a little
I don't know what it was. It was something that bit me in the middle of my back.
Oh.
And it hurts.
Okay. Well. I have all kinds of things going on in my head right now.
Don't, because I will just edit it out.
Okay. So, I guess that means it's my turn.
Could be, or I could just keep going.
Well, you could. But it's my house.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so my next whip, I know what you're thinking.
I am.
My next whip.
Not say it.
My next whip. Oh, well, go turn the air down more if you need to. You know where the thermostat is.
All of a sudden.
It was freezing in here. That's why I turned it up.
Oh, did you turn it back up?
I did because it was freezing, but just don't hit the table.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2.
It's just going to help me up.
You got it?
Oh, did you hear that snap?
Was that your knee?
It was.
Okay, so my next whip is kind of a combination whip and booty call because I got a shipment from Artistic Lily. I placed an order on Etsy and I got it, and I was going to try to wait so I could show you all when it came packaged and all that, but it was so gorgeous. I could not wait. So what I did was I got I believe they call it the Calamity Jane. Wasn't it the Calamity Jane Trio?
Hi.
Oh, God. Wasn't it the Calamity Jane Trio
Yeah,
that she did?
that's what it was.
So I'd been looking at this for quite some time, and I came home one night late from work. I'd been to some function after work or whatnot, and she had them in the shop. So I sent Karen a message, and I was like, oh, my God, she's got that Calamity Jane Trio. Talk me out of it. I don't need to buy it. I don't need to buy it. And I get a message back that says, nope, not talking you out of it. Get it. You know you want it, and get it because I want to see it.
She was the wrong person to ask. She knew better.
So I got it. And this, to me,
it is so pretty.
Is the perfect combination for me, pattern-wise and yarn-wise.
Yes.
This just is so... These are the three colors. We got
Saddle
Saddle Up.
Me too, look.
Yeah, Saddle Up over here. Trail Ride, is that what I said it was? Hold on, I got it written down. No, Buffalo Trail.
Yeah.
And then down here at the bottom is Calamity Jane.
Yeah.
And the three of these together are just, I mean, I want a sweater out of this one. I want a sweater out of this one. They're just so freaking gorgeous. They're so squishy, soft. And I put this with, I have it somewhere right here. Can you fish out the picture? The title page, yeah. It is, that's not it. It's somewhere in there. It is Mina Phillips, who's the Knitting Expat on Ravelry and Instagram and wherever else. It is her pattern for the Cozy Schlanket. And I've been looking at this for quite some time. And when I got this is just what I saw it. This is absolutely positively one of my very favoriteest ever knits. I started this, I went to visit my kid in West Virginia the 12th. That was Friday, right? Yeah. I started it Saturday or Sunday a week ago. This is all I have knit on. This is just so pretty.
So pretty.
I'm doing it on a size 8 Addie lace click, which is right there. And I have my Knitty by Nature. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Progress keeper.
Always.
But this, I just can't wait to finish it. I guess that's why I've been putting so much time in it. I can't wait to finish it. It's just so, it's just so
Look
pretty.
how pretty that's going to
be. It is so pretty. And this is one of those ones that you look at it on the computer and you're like, oh, that's really, really pretty. And then you get it and it's even prettier in person.
Like, wow.
Yeah, and it's so squishy soft. I mean,
her yarn's one of my favorites.
This to me is, like I said, the perfect marriage of yarn and pattern for me personally. For everybody else, it may not work, but for me personally, it's great. And I have some more booty call to show, but this was just, I just can't say enough about this. I just want this cushion. I don't want a whole blanket.
She wants cold weather again, so she can wear
Yeah, I mean, it's just so pretty. Okay, so enough of that. Oh, and that is in my, I finally told you, remember last podcast, I told you I was going to find a project to go in this bag. It's my Busy Bird bag, maker bag. I love this. It's my favoriteest. Inside we got the sheep. If you haven't checked her out, go to her website. She's Busy Bird Bags, I think. Is that Tanya and Kay?
It is not.
Oh, okay. On Etsy. Gorgeous bags, worth every penny. Love it. Okay.
For once, it wasn't them.
Did you send them a message and say, hey, by the way, I'm podcasting today?
No, they messaged earlier, so maybe they got it out of their system.
Oh, okay.
I have... These are my Christmas socks from like 2 years ago.
Oh, God. Where'd you pull them out?
I finally... Well, you know, they were cuffs forever because I couldn't find a pattern that I thought went with this yarn. I tried like 3 or 4 different sock patterns and I couldn't find anything. So I just decided I was just going to knit them up vanilla. Oops. This is Gnome Acres. Oh, hang on. Back open. There we go. This Gnome Acres Under the Tree. And this is on their House Gnome base, which is a 75-25. I thought I had the date on it. Yeah, see? Born on date, 10/18/16.
That's pretty cool.
That's how long these socks have just been languishing as cuffs.
In a pretty bag, too, I might add.
I know. Where did I get this bag?
You made it, and you better be careful because I might take your project out and...
Oh, and I'm going to do heels and toes in their little minis. I love their little minis because they're only like $2.
They're little
I
minis.
think they're only like 5 grams, but it's enough to do...
Contrast?
Yeah, do contrast, heel and toe. I have 3 of them, so that should be enough to get heels and toes done on these.
Cool. That's pretty yarn, though.
This cute little bag
that she made. And I love this. I love this part because it's the ruler ribbon or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
That's super.
That's called laziness because this pattern you're supposed to take fabric and fold, and sew it up to make your drawstring. And I was like,
I'm not going to do that.
Doing that.
Well, that's super. That adds a little character.
But I saw that at one of the fabric stores, and I thought, well, this is cool.
I like that better than a fold.
I have my cute little Maryland 2018 button on there.
Did I say that yarn I was using was Versatile DK by Artistic Lily?
Probably not. So the yarn she was using was Versatile DK by Artistic Lily.
Yeah, I have ball bands in the bag and everything. I just forgot. I swear I need a nap.
Well, show her logo at least.
I'm going to. Okay, so there's Artistic Lily. And this is for the Buffalo Trail. And there's her information down there. Yes.
She makes some of the nicest yarn. If you have not tried her yarn, you really should.
Yeah. And her packaging was pretty awesome too. So
what else you got?
Well, I got lots more. Well, you know, I got other stuff, but that's just because that's all I've worked on. Those 2 things are all I've worked on since I saw you guys last.
One more.
Oh my gosh, it's getting bigger.
The Cane Bay Wrap.
Yay!
By Blue Sky Fibers. And it's done 2 repeats on it now.
It's getting bigger.
It is getting bigger. It's not as wide as I thought it was going to be.
Well, when you block it, it'll grow.
Yeah. I'm a tight knitter anyhow. And I didn't really want it to be...
Yeah, it'll grow a little bit when you block.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot probably, but...
This is
so pretty.
I don't have the tag with me. It's Blue Sky Extra, which is alpaca and something or other. Hang on. It's on here. It's baby alpaca and worsted. I mean, not worsted.
You don't know what you're doing either.
We take a few weeks off. We don't even know our own names anymore.
Brains are mush.
It is baby alpaca and fine merino. Half and half.
What colorway is this again? Do we
This
remember?
is the Cherry Blossom
Yeah,
colorway.
it is so pretty.
And it's on a 10.5 needle. So it's nice to have something bigger to knit on than socks every once in a while.
Is that Maker's Haven?
Oh, and that's my
jewelry?
Maker's Haven knitting jewelry. Little Mr. Moon.
That's
I don't know
pretty.
if you can see this. Oops, come
Cute.
back here. The cats love him. See his little face? So cute. But that's it for me with works in progress too. I have a couple of socks that I just started, but they're only like cuffs right now, and y'all don't want to see that.
Well, I've got 2 pairs of Christmas socks, you know, that I started with the Hope Knit yarn. They're still, I got one done. I got a hoe in one of those, and then the others, they're 2 at a time, so they're still on the deals. Then I got Mina's pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. I don't know. My sock mojo just went, I don't know. Whatever. It'll come back.
It'll come back.
Well, that's, like I said, for whatever reason, that's got my attention, so. The
That
Calamity
is, I
Jane.
made that one back when she first put it out as a mystery
Cozy
knit
Schlanket?
along. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was fun to do because
It is fun. About time you
Each
get sick of
section-
doing
yeah.
one section, you're changing up.
yeah, that's the nice part about
Mhm.
it.
And you're if you do it with 3 colors, you're changing
Right.
yarn colors,
Right.
so you're not looking at the same thing over and over.
Right,
and
you're
over
not getting bored, and it's thicker yarn. I did mine in a worsted weight, and so it's bigger. And sometimes fingering weight shawls, you know, make me lose the will to live
Mhm.
because you're knitting and you're knitting and you're knitting and
you're
you
knitting.
still only have like
Oh, remember the
Inches.
Antarctic that we
yeah.
both did? The A, we call it the A word. 'cause
beautiful
we-
pattern.
It is
Nothing
beautiful,
against
and the yarn was
pattern.
gorgeous. It
Yes.
just was the same
thing
over and
and
over
over and
And by-
over.
when it's this big, you're loving it.
Yeah.
But when it gets this, like out of frame big,
yeah,
you're like, I'm so over this. And we were both doing the Fiber Studios 50 Shades of
Gradient,
Gradient.
yeah.
And
trying to get to that last color.
my last
like,
color was green, and I wanted green in it.
Right.
You know, because otherwise it was just a bunch of pink, and I'm not
Yeah.
a pink person. But I swear, I don't know how I didn't get very many rows of green out. I told Karen, I said, I'm done. I'm over this. I can't do
It's
this
like,
anymore.
The hell with this. The
The
rest
hell
of
with
this
this.
is
I'll put the
going
green
away.
in something else, but I got to be done with this because it was just. Oh, anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever do another one of those.
Right.
I'll have to be really hard up for a project
Yeah.
or have some kind of yarn that just screams that pattern to me before I
Right.
do it again.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
No, because that gradient is what, like 500 and something
yeah,
yards
it takes a long
of
time.
fingering weight.
Yeah.
And you're just knitting and knitting. And the pattern actually ended before the yarn did.
Yeah, we had to keep going and add
Yes.
sections to get it
Yeah.
to get more so we could
Right.
get to the color that we wanted to get.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
suffice it to say, we probably will never do that one again.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever will.
And there are ladies in the Monday group who have done like 4 or 5 of them.
They need, there's something
Yeah.
wrong with them.
There is.
That's just there's just no way.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Nope.
All right. So is that all? That's all your whips?
It is.
And I'm whipless now. I'm whipless.
Witless, yeah.
The whole. If it's a
It's
less
terrible.
attack,
If it's
I've
a
got it.
W, you don't have it.
No, and if it's a less, I'm it. So, okay. So does that mean we can move on to
Booty.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Excuse me,
Okay.
I got all choked up over
I
that.
see. Okay, so since I just showed y'all the beautiful artistic lily yarn that I got, I'll show you the way it came packaged.
Here's the bag.
Here's the bag, and it came in this simple yet elegant black. Ooh, what? Am I
It's all
screaming?
crinkly.
Oh, well, crinkles are good. And this simple yet elegant black ribbon tied around the bag. But not only did I get that, I really lost my mind that night because I also ordered dun, 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 dun,
That's so pretty too.
her grandpa's farm truck in the Gotta Have Socks, which is through 400 yards, 80/20 superwash merino nylon. So just a little black ribbon on this one, but I thought that was cool when it came in. It came
She
like
has
that.
such an eye for color.
Yes, she does, and this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I was thinking of a sweater in that.
Well, you know, I kept looking at this one, and it wasn't so much the colors that got me. It was a combination of the colors, but more so the name, because my granddad was a farmer. And of course, you know, I can remember sitting in the farmhouse looking
Right.
across the street on the land and him flying in this truck,
Right.
you know, with all the dust kicking, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it just kind of, I don't know, brought back memories. And the colors are gorgeous. I can't wait to know. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I had to have it for that
Right.
reason. So I just thought that was pretty the way they came packaged up. And that's Artistic Lily on Etsy?
Etsy.
Yes, on Etsy. Oh, I may even have a little... No. I already showed her the tag, so we're good. Yep. That was a Calamity Jane set in the Versatile DK that I showed you on the thing, and then Grandpa's Farm Truck on Gotta Have Socks. So that was that. Do you want to go back and forth, or you want me to do all mine?
I don't care.
Whatever. Well, when
would
you
y'all
start
like?
in that
No.
bag, when you start in that bag, are you going to want to stop, or are you just want to
Probably
go?
not, but let me... Hi, I'm still here. Let me show you this real quick. I didn't just leave.
We don't
was
ever
just
have
there.
this much beauty call, so we're both like kind
I know,
of giddy
it's
and high right now just because we
crazy.
do.
This, I don't know if anybody has seen, Sarah at You So and So Bags has started dyeing yarn. And she and I have bonded over the love-hate relationships that we have with our rescue cats. And
Woo, I bet that's fun.
so she also started dyeing yarn, and she calls it QCC yarn, which is Quality Control Cats, because
Cool name.
if you follow her on Instagram, you will see that her cats like to get involved in every aspect of her bag making. They lay in the boxes of zippers. They lay on the fabric.
That's it.
She's
Yeah.
trying to finish a bag, and the cat's like, no, I love this. And,
You're not bothering us now.
but this is her Squishy Cat base, and this is the Bath Salts colorway, and it's a 75-25
That's
blend.
really pretty.
And it is so pretty. I can't wait to knit with it. I don't know what.
You can
I'm
knit the
gonna knit
ROs
with
with
it.
socks.
He is not getting that.
Oh,
No.
well, okay.
He might get it. I don't know. We'll see. Or
Well,
I
I'm
thought
just
it might
thinking
be
it was
a pretty
blue. I'm thinking
shawl.
blue for boy. A boy, he's a boy, so I don't know.
Honestly, what he really wanted was that black and hot pink goth kitty from Felici.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Is that the
But-
name of one of her cats?
No, well, she started out calling it Avon Sock, but she changed the name to Squishy Cat, her base.
Well, that's
No, her
cool.
cats are Robo Bandit and Tofu.
Nice.
Tofu was a feral kitty. She's got the little
Notched ear.
notched ear. Yeah. Anyhow, I can't wait to knit with this. It's beautiful, Sarah.
Yay.
Yay. So y'all check her out. The yarn she's now doing on its own page, so she doesn't get it
Crossed up.
crossed up with the bags and stuff. So go to qccyarn.com, and she's got some beautiful colorways.
I have to go
She did a
check those
purple
out.
gradient set that was like,
I have to go check
so
those
pretty.
out.
Yes.
I've seen her post on Instagram, but I haven't gone
Yeah.
to check out the website, so I have to go check that out.
All of the colors are beautiful.
Okay, so let me
So
see. What
go
do I
right
do
on
next?
ahead, and then
Okay, so I went to visit my child in West Virginia, and I went to a couple of shops. Went to one in Parkersburg, didn't buy anything there. Stopped at the Canal City Yarn Company, which I usually make a visit to when I go to visit him. And I didn't really buy a whole lot there. I'd been up since 2 o'clock, and it was like late in the afternoon, and I could have gone back the next day, but I just wasn't feeling it. Does that make sense? I don't know.
does.
I just wasn't. So what I picked up there was, I thought I got more than one of these, but I didn't. She has some, what do you call these things? Measuring tapes that have her logo on it, KCYC, Canal City Yarn Company. So I picked up one of those, and I had my child pick out sock yarn so I could make him another pair of socks. She had some Opal, which I have never knit with Opal before.
that's the one that I used for the ROs.
Same color or just
Not the
you
same
mean
color, but that. Go ahead and say it.
Der Albisch.
Yeah.
Der We'll have to. It's like knitting
The hurdy-gurdy
socks.
That's the same yarn.
Is it?
Yeah.
So did you like knitting with it?
I did.
Awesome. Well, anyway, he picked out this from Opal, and I'll just show y'all the information, the colorway, whatever, because I cannot pronounce any of that. Oh, there's the colorway. Is it upside down? Or is it just my eyes? Okay, so there's that. And then when we were getting ready to walk out the door, I hadn't quite.
I like that color.
She's redid her shop, so she had things in different places. I ran into a bowl of these fabulous things. They don't have tags on them. I know, right? I know. So these are by Frayed Fibers, and there was a bunch. It was a basket full of these little minis, and oh my God, when I tell you that these colors are the bee's knees, when I tell you that these colors are the shit, when I tell you that these colors are awesome, that's exactly what I mean. So I had him pick one to do heels, toes, and cuffs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
He picked that one.
What?
Yep. I wanted him to pick that one.
Oh yeah.
But he picked the blue. So that'll be his heels, toes, and cuffs. And these I will put into my cozy memory blanket.
Yeah,
or I'll use them as contrast.
Heels and toes.
Yeah, because that was one thing I'd wanted. I wanted some minis. Like, do you ever watch Amy Florence Stranded podcast? You know, she's got that little glass, big brandy sniffer back there. She just has a bunch of different minis in, and she just plucks one out. Yeah. I didn't have any to do that with. And, of course, you know, you got to have those. So, when I saw these, I was like, whoa, those are so pretty. And I had him choose, you know, to match that and whatnot. So,
nice.
Again, these were by Frayed Fibers. I'd heard of them. I need to go and do some more, look for them, you know, deeper. But these are just feel.
I know they are.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Nice. Here, you hold that. Are these all with nylon too? Or are they just?
I think so. I think they were. Well, yeah, because that's why I got to do the toes and cuffs. I hope they are, if I remember correctly. But again, I'd been up for over 12 hours at that point, and they may not. Who knows? But in fact,
I don't really have that much of a problem. Well, I mean, maybe for Jason, it might be not a good idea if they didn't have nylon, but for me, I've made socks out of 100% merino, and
he doesn't wear socks a lot. Like the only time he wears the ones that I made him are at when he's at home. Yeah, like because he doesn't. He just doesn't wear. I don't know. He's so hot natured.
He won't be wearing them out that quickly. Then
so
pretty colors.
Well, I got him, and I got in the car, and I was like, crap, I didn't even write down that information, so I ran back in to see who they were made, and wrote it on all outside of the bag, so when I showed him, I would know what I was talking about.
Right.
Okay, so, that's that. Is that all you got? Is that big bag? Okay, well, then I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to just rip on through mine, and then, okay, so then my next Etsy purchase came from, sure did, By the Bay Yarn Company?
Yes.
By the Bay Yarn Company. So I was on there looking around.
I like her bags.
I had no business on there looking around, but I was. And I saw this limited edition one.
Cool.
And I had to have it. Because my child collects and sells comic books. So it made me think of him. Cool thing is, look at the inside. Look. You see? We got pockets on the inside of the bag, made in the fabric, which is super cool. It's got a handle,
you know what
like
the other
fringe.
Cool thing is?
What's that? What? What's cool?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You said you know what the other cool thing is. What were you looking for? The little ring?
Yeah, wasn't there? Did she have?
Not on. No, that's Steel City.
Okay, somebody had those.
Steel City does it, I think. But anyway, these look like these remind me of the French field bag with this handle here. So yeah, that's a cool little drawstring bag right there. So I got that because I had to have that for my youngin. And then this is so super cute. It's a ball sack. But
Oh,
look
with
at the
llamas.
fabric. Isn't he cute?
Llama llama ding dong.
Yeah, but look. It's a little ball sack. And I didn't get a chance to wind it. But that'll fit in there.
Oh,
In a ball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then you can pull it out the top. There's a little ball sack.
Cool.
And happy birthday.
Aw, thank you. I do have a birthday coming up.
She does. She does. Yeah, by the Bay Yarn Company was these 2 bags. Oh, here it is.
I know, I've been looking at her bags online.
Right there's her little tag that says it. If you order though, you need to know that it's like 2 or 3 week
Yeah.
coming. I mean, like I ordered these bags way before I ordered my Artistic Lily, and Artistic Lily came right away. Just know that you're not going to get it like immediately.
Right,
There's and it says
she
on there.
probably doesn't have a lot of like stock in stock.
It says on there to
Right.
understand that you're not getting it immediately.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's some
Yeah.
warning about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So just know that you're not going to get it like she won't be shipping it
Right.
out the next day like Ellie did.
Right.
And her name Ellie?
Yes.
Yes. So
Lily is her daughter.
So yeah, super cool. Love them both. Happy birthday. That'll work. Okay, and so my last booty call came all the way from Maryland because my friend who went to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival with the Crazy Sock Lady and Ta-Da Bird too,
Yes.
who I can't believe they've not text.
I know. I guess
Hi,
I think they got
Tanya.
it out of their
Hi,
system this
Kay.
morning.
I wish I could have gone with y'all. But anyway, I sent some money with my friend, and I didn't really specify other than I wanted. Only
Just a
thing was I
couple
wanted
things.
some tough woolens,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted
Something from Sucre Sucre.
something, and that was it.
And that was at the needles up thingy. That was the Friday.
But that was all the
before.
parameters that I gave.
And I know
So,
what colors and stuff she likes. So
yeah, I'm pretty cool with anything. So what I got was,
I love the way that smells.
some blueberry lemonade tucked woolens sock soap, and she brought me a soap dish to go with it.
So it doesn't get all slimy. 'Cause
right.
That's not good at all.
And then I'm going to try to show you guys this. It came unstuck. I may have to take it out and show it.
Tape came off his butt.
Well, this is the... Dang.
Okay, the tape did not come off the packaging.
No.
It just came off the little sheep's butt.
It is... Was this the...
That was one of her official ones for Maryland.
Okay.
For the Maryland Needles Up.
So super cute. I gotta find something to put him on. This is super mini. Can you turn around, little sheep? Show him your good
Wants to
side.
show his tushy.
There we go. Anyway, so that was 2 things that I for sure wanted, and then the rest of it she was free to do whatever she wanted to do. It's always fun to spend somebody else's money, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, there's moments of indecision, but then everything I bought, I liked too. So if she hated it, I just wanted
Yeah, that's what she told me. If you hate it, I'll buy it back from you.
Yeah.
So the other thing that was in my little bag was from Legacy Fiber Arts on their Steel Toes base, which is their 75-25 Superwash Merino, 463 yards. And this came with the mini, and the colorway is the Mayor. And that, tell them what Kay said when she saw you looking at this.
Oh yeah, Kay and Tanya, when they saw that, they were like, "Oh, is that for Susan?" Because everybody else knows your
they must
colors
know too. Yep. So
Yeah.
that's super pretty. And then she got me the, I guess this was the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival
Her colorway
2018
for it.
colorway by Miss Babs in the Yummy 2-ply, which is 100% superwash wool, 400 yards. And that's really gorgeous.
It's called Sunday Drive.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I can't wait to get inside of it. I don't want to tear it apart.
I know, it's like all sorts of different colors in there.
Because you see just a little tiny bit of pink, and then
I
you dig in
know.
there and there's more pink. So that's really super pretty. And then probably my most favorite thing in the whole bag
It was the last purchase I made.
Do you know how pissed I would have been if you had come home with a set of these and you hadn't have brought these for me?
Which is why I knew I had to get them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even if you'd gone over budget, I would have paid you for them because I would have been so mad if you had to come home. So she brought me these. She got a set of these too. And if
we'll give you a little not safe for work warning. If you are offended by bad language, you might want to skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah. And maybe I won't say it. Maybe I'll just
go ahead.
show them.
Go ahead. Or just show them.
Well, it's really hard because this thing is...
No, go ahead and just read a few of them.
They have a lot of colorful language on there. Like, one of them is a unicorn. That's not colorful. They're on a little wooden disc. Okay. One of them says, bitch, please. Another one says, slip this bitch. 0 F-bombs given. Cast off mother F-bomb. Get your shit together. That one's funny. There's a unicorn. Rip the MFer. F this knit, which
would have been perfect for
us. Probably my all-time favorite because it's a universal symbol that you don't have to say a effing word for is... If I can get it to show. Dangnabbit. There you go. Love it. That's probably my favorite one. I could take a whole slew of those. So, anyway, yeah. And that's from A Needle Runs Through It. And they have a shop on Etsy, A Needle Runs Through It shop.
They have nice ones, too, if you want something
if you don't like dirty words and
decorative.
Whatever. Practical accessories for needlework. That's there. Yep. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. We should get these and give them to all of our friends.
We should,
because we only have like 4 friends. So
we do. We don't have many friends.
That's cool. We do have a lot of friends. We have 156 new friends.
That's right. Yay, friends!
And if we get 175 new friends, I'll give 5 minis into the prize bag. Remember? Yay.
Yes, you will.
Okay, so apparently she felt the need to count while she was...
I did. I wrote it all down. Well, that's how I was going.
That's funny. So now, let me get comfortable.
I did not buy a
drink.
Well, I probably did.
You lie like a rug. That sack is full. Yeah. Santa Claus is getting ready to come to town.
First, I got this lovely bag.
You dork.
Wait, they didn't see the yarn, and Susan dyed this yarn. Look how pretty this is.
I was going to wind it and have it in the sack for you, but I got too engrossed in knitting earlier when the...
It's got browns and purples, some of my favoriteest colors, especially brown. But look how pretty that is.
Thank you. I think it's pretty.
Very pretty. So there's that.
That'll work better when you wind it.
All right. So we went to Maryland, and we went to Needles Up.
I'll be happy to Vanna White for you.
Got up at, and I don't know, maybe you new viewers don't know that Karen is not a morning person. Not in any way, shape, or form. And we got up, well, I got up at 3:45 on Friday morning. I didn't even know 3:45 came twice in one day.
I would love to have been a fly on the wall for all that.
I did good because I went to bed at 7:30 the night before, so which is also a total departure for me. That's like 4 hours earlier than I usually go to bed. And I got up, and I had to pick up Kay, and then we were meeting Tanya. And they had already warned Kay that I'm not a morning person. They were like, you might wait and see if she speaks first. Because if she doesn't speak first, you might not want to talk to her. Yeah. So when I got to her house to pick her up, she came walking out, and she goes,
Oh, I love it. She was speaking your language.
She was. And I cracked up, and she said, oh, good, we're talking.
That is great. Way to go, Kay. Way to go, Kay.
So, and I thought, I'll be able to catch up on sleep in the car.
No. What made you think that?
Well, they are directionally challenged, let's just say that. Tanya drove, and wonderful. I mean, it's wonderful that she drove, but knowing where she was going.
You have a GPS yet?
Yeah, but
Okay, I'm not even okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just sat in the back, like their own little version of GPS, and I'd say, take the next exit. In
400
in
feet,
100
turn right.
feet, you'll turn left. You know? So I had to stay awake the whole time. I stayed awake from 3:45 Friday morning until 9:30 Friday night.
Oh, almost like me when I went to Jason.
Yeah, I was like this close from a psychotic break.
I swear to her.
But we were knitting downstairs in the lobby of our hotel. The room was wonderful, but the lobby, the air conditioning was broken. And I was sitting there and I was starting to sweat and have hot flashes. And I was like, you know what? Peace out.
I'm wondering where they see
Before I get like really cranky and like a toddler, you know.
Right, yeah.
I was like, I'm going to bed. So.
All right, get ready, y'all. Get a snack.
Get ready.
If you need to take a break, pause this and go get a snack and go to the bathroom and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
I'll just be over here looking.
I also got a set of the little nasty.
I love those things.
Stitch markers, yes. And it's sit up your bag. And it's super miniatures. I got a cute little s'mores. Some of my favorite food ever.
Mm-hmm.
And look how cute that is. She had the cutest stuff. I could have bought like one of everything. Honestly, I probably could have spent every bit of my money at Needles Up, and there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 vendors in there.
That's cute.
I could have spent every bit of money I had in there.
Well, it was Legacy Fiber Art, Super Minis, Fat Squirrel.
Yeah, Fat Squirrel bags, Fable...
Fiber Nip
Dye Works.
That was.
And then there was one that was mostly fibers. I can't remember.
Did Andre?
Yeah, with
Did Andre Sue didn't have one?
She was there, but she did not vend. I think she had some issues coming up to Maryland, so she didn't vend.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, fiber person. I don't remember your name. I don't spin. That's not a rabbit hole. I'm going to go down.
No, but this could be, because this is gorgeous.
This is called What Color Is Your Sheep? And it's the colorway for the Needles Up. And she had it in like all different mini skeins going with it. She had some in sparkle. I think Tanya got the sparkle because the girl's really all about some sparkles.
It's really pretty and it's super duper
This is
soft.
an 80-20 and it's supposed to match the colors of the sheep on the Needles Up bag.
Isn't that cute? Yep. Super cool.
While I'm up here, I'll just show you.
I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Because I can.
I got some pins. One from Meg, Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. Got a Legacy Fiber Arts sheepy. From Christy and Tristan and Girls in the Yarn Cafe. And then 2 of Kay's buttons. The Crazy Sock Lady. To put on
Pink
my bag.
is not my color, but this is freaking
It's not
gorgeous.
really my color either, but I just...
Well, for socks, it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
It just feels
I like crazy colors in my socks. I don't usually wear them.
This is a 6-stripe self-striping yarn.
Yes.
That's going to be gorgeous when you knit that in the socks.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Okay, so and then at Legacy Fiber Arts, I got this is the elephant ears on their steel toes, which is merino and nylon, 75-25, and I got that because I had seen on their podcast that Sue had done Kay's Gypsy Soul socks in that. And it was so pretty. So I had to have it. That was the first thing I bought. I went straight for it. I thought, I want to get that. I had a list. I had a little book of things that I had to have. And that was one of them. Then I got her baby bundle of minis.
These are super pretty.
Get all those pretty colors.
They are super pretty.
She had bundles of like 4 minis, 5 minis, and 6 minis. So, and these are also on the steel toes base. They're going to go in my cozy memories and then in my corner to corner.
Oh yeah.
Blanket.
Are you not done with the corner? I thought you haven't you started? Have you started?
I have. I've started
Decreasing?
decreasing, but it's not done yet.
Yeah, super.
And then
pretty.
this, they had a door prize as we were waiting in line to get in at the Needles Up, and Tanya won. And she divided it up between the three of us. And this, because she knows how much I like brown, I got this one. And this is Spellbook. And it's a one of a kind.
That's on their.
And this is on their
merino,
Cozy Toes, which
merino
is
cashmere.
merino cashmere and nylon. So I don't think this will be socks. This might be some sort of...
That's you though.
Yeah.
The colors.
Well, that's what she said. She was like, here, you take this. Because there was also those bundle up Bobby and Betty dolls in there. And Kay had said she wished she had gotten the boy one. Because she had the girl. So she gave her the boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I thought that was very sweet.
Yep.
Is that all that I bought in there?
These colors remind me.
I was going to get a fat squirrel bag, but then I just didn't.
You don't know why you didn't use it.
I just didn't.
Maybe you just got, what do you call it? Sidetracked.
Well, she had a cute one that had cats on it, but it was a great big bag.
Oh, even better.
But I don't know if I would have used it. So
oh, gotcha.
if she'd had it in small, I might have. But
these colors remind me of the colors that are in the yarn on our podcast.
On our little poop hand.
Yeah, that's what those colors remind me of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it was so nice getting to meet all the ladies there. I mean, it was great. We met Amy Beth from Fat Squirrel and Sue from Legacy, and Christy and Tristan from Girls in the Yarn Cafe and Cafe Creations. No, she was not there.
Okay.
And then Chelsea from Sucre Miniatures. And then Tristan is Dragon Horde Yarns also. And everybody was so nice. It was crazy how nice everybody was.
Well, most everybody in the knitting community is nice.
Yeah. I mean,
and
nobody was in there like throwing elbows,
Yeah,
trying to get in line. I was waiting in line, and the line at Legacy and 5 hours to check out was, because of course everybody wanted something from there. And this lady was in front of me, and she wanted to go pick out another skein of yarn, and then she looked at how long the line was and wasn't going to, and I said, go get it.
Yeah.
You can get right back in line. It's like, seriously? Oh, we're going to say, nope.
Yeah,
No. So it was a lot of fun. And then the next day we went to, oh wait, I did get something at
Sorry for the
Tough Wool, and sorry for the crackly. I got some marshmallow flavored lip balm. Smell it.
Oh, is it already open?
Yeah, it's open. And then I got a hand balm in blueberry lemonade.
Oh, that smells excellent.
I know. This is the hand balm. I haven't tried it yet. Let's put a little on.
Ooh,
it's supposed to be nice and not greasy, so you can...
And have it on while you knit?
Yeah, so you can have it on while you knit.
Oh, it smells good.
Look, my wrinkly old skin looks... It does smell good. Their official one was like a honey lavender, I think. I don't know. For me, it was a little overpowering.
I'm not generally a big fan of lavender.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm just not.
That smells really good. It's very, very summery and refreshing.
Lemony. It's lemon fresh.
Then we went to Maryland Sheep and Wool on Saturday. Like I told you, it was crazy getting in there, but everything moved so quickly. When we first pulled up in traffic, we were like, oh crap, we are never going to get in. But these people knew what they were doing. They were parking everybody right and left, and they had school buses that took you right up to the gate. And the first place I wanted to go to, of course, was Miss Babs. And she had the tiniest little booth. I'm going to make this sweater. We'll just say that first. The Rockets Cardigan of the Galaxy by Mary Annarella of Lyrical Knits. So I wanted to go there first to get yarn for that, because that was like #1 on my list. We got there, and it's a tiny little booth. There was tons of people in there, and I'm very short, so I just did my little ferret move, ducked my head and wiggled my way in there right over to the Yowza, because I knew that's what I wanted. And one of the first colors I saw was this. This is called Blue Slate.
That's pretty.
And I looked, and there was 3 of them, which was what I needed. This is a light worsted, 100% superwash merino, 560 yards. And I grabbed all 3 of them, and Kay and Tanya were like outside the booth just shaking their heads at me because I just darted in there. So I held it up, and they both went thumbs up. So I was like, that's it.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I got it.
She has beautiful colorways.
She does beautiful yarn.
Yes, she does.
Well, and then Kay and Tanya waded their way in as well, so.
And if you've never knit with her yarn, I know that you can say, oh my gosh, $42, but it's 560 yards.
562 yards.
And
So
a lot of sweaters, depending on what size you're knitting, you can knit a sweater with 2, with 1 if it's a baby sweater for certain. You can do, you know what I've done with the Yowza is the brickless shawl.
Yeah.
I've done 2 of those.
But see, for 3 of them, I mean, I'm going to get a sweater out of 3, and that's like 120.
Yeah, and these are big yarn. I mean, these are big yarn babies. Look at this yarn baby as opposed to that yarn baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a worsted, is a light worsted, but I mean, they're big.
Don't you think this is?
Yeah, I think that's great.
I was trying to branch out from my normal brown.
Yeah. And this
all
is
together now, brown.
This is a tonal, so I mean,
it is.
You got different colors in there.
Right.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I think this is pretty. I don't see why that won't work.
I thought it'd be very pretty.
Yeah, it's not blue like this.
No,
blue
it's like
right
a gray
here,
blue.
or
Yeah.
That's a great color. I think.
Yeah, I thought so too. They were surprised I found one so quickly, but I didn't want to overthink it.
Yeah, because you'd still be there.
Yeah,
or
I'd
you would
still
have
be
come
there.
home with nothing.
Right. So when I saw this, I thought this is a good color, and they agreed that it was a good color.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So I can't wait to get started on that.
All right.
All right.
I'll be covered up over here in yarn pretty soon. I'll have to put a straw up to get air.
Then to the signature Needle Arts booth. I saw Sue on Legacy Fiber Arts podcast was using these for her Cozy Memories blanket, and I'd been using DPNs, and occasionally the stitches would slide off the other end of the needle.
Right.
And I could have put caps on them.
But why would you?
But why would I when I could go buy these really expensive needles
that you can't get out of
that
the
I
bag?
can't get out of the bag because
Well, they poked a hole through the bag.
the tips are sharp. They didn't ask you what tips you wanted. I didn't know that there was
A choice.
And apparently there wasn't. Because Kay's aren't as sharp as mine. She must have gotten like the mid, whatever that is. Mine are stilettos. They are sharp.
That is fun.
And I got the little teardrop.
Have you knit with them yet?
I have not.
Oh, I can't wait for you to knit.
I know. I'm excited to. And they're red, which is one of my favorite colors.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
And I'm boring her, so when she falls asleep, I'll just poke her with one.
Ooh, I'm covered.
But I was afraid to put these in my bag because my bag was big and it had a bunch of crap in it. And I was afraid, I don't know why I was afraid they would get bent or that I would lose them.
Well, because that's a good reason. I mean, why would
So
you?
I spent the whole time at Maryland Sheep and Wool with my needles tucked down in my bra. And they were all laughing at me like, you better be careful you don't end up with a piercing that you don't want. Because these are really sharp. But I had on a V-neck shirt, and so my needles were like sticking up out of them.
Simultaneously horrifying and hilarious.
And hilarious. It'd be like, are you bleeding to death? No. Then, yeah, that. So yeah, I can't wait to knit with these.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about knitting with these. Because these are not inexpensive needles.
No.
But everybody that buys them and spends the money says that they are absolutely, positively awesome needles. So,
excuse me.
Yep.
I also bought some of these Knitter's Pride Cubics because I had heard that they are good for old arthritic hands. They're square.
Well, Carson Demers mentioned that in his things that I've seen him talk about because apparently
he did, and that
your
knitting
fingers,
comfortably.
Yep.
Because there's more of a surface
to hold on to.
So I got some, what size? I got 6s, I think. Yeah, I got 6s because I figured I could do some sort of little shawl or something like scarf on them.
Who's the company
and try them out?
that makes the circulars that are?
There's not cubics. There's collage.
Yeah, collage knitter.
Theirs are pink, I think.
Yeah, but they still make that. There's another. Yeah, they make square ones. I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna buy.
There's a couple different companies.
Yeah, I was gonna buy
that
some
make
when
them.
I was in Gatlinburg because they had a bunch of different selection, sizes and stuff.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I got sidetracked and didn't buy them. And by the time I thought about it, I was halfway home. So,
Yes.
and I just haven't jumped online to order them anywhere.
Oh, when you go to Miss Babs, you get a free little stitch mark. Oops, on this side. Ha! It really is on there. Let me turn it slowly. There. A cute little stitch marker with everything.
Excuse me. My tummy's growling.
See, you should have had a cracker. I ate a cracker. And then we found these. Kay seems to love these, so I thought I would try them out because the prices
Oh wow!
are. These are the Knitter's Pride Zings.
Now, are these the ones that they generally have over in Europe, and then our version is called Knitter's Pride something else?
I don't know.
You know, because there's a. They call them one thing over in Europe, like the UK and whatnot, and they call them something else over here, and it's the same thing.
Oh, like Knit Pro.
Yeah. Or something. You know what I'm saying? There's a different name for them, but I mean, regardless, you got some, so there you go.
I don't know. They didn't have the 2.25 in the double points, so I got 2 millimeter. I figure I can do like little mini socks or something.
Ooh,
Little
speaking of
ornament
mini
socks.
socks. The Bakery Bears just had their 100th episode, and Kay from the Bakery Bears, not Kay the Crazy Sock Lady, she did a free pattern, and it's a little sock, and it's a bookmark, and it's called Sock for Dobby or something like that from Harry Potter, where he gets the book with the sock in it and makes him a free elf.
Yeah.
There's like 3, just a regular vanilla, and then 2 pattern ones in there. So yeah, you might do.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could do
What
that.
the heck? Yeah.
So I did find some of them in the circular, so I got those to try them out and see. Kay got a whole interchangeable set.
Of the zings?
Yes.
Oh, did she?
She said, if they have those, I'm going to get them. And we were looking, and I was like, oh, look.
Was that the same place you got the
Yes, same place I got the stitch markers.
Carolina Homespun? I wonder where they're from. Here or South Carolina?
I don't know. We'll have to look them up and see.
Huh.
Yeah.
Carolina Homespun. Okay, cool.
Yep. Then Tanya knew about this company before the rest of us did. It's called Bumblebee Acres Fiber Farm. They have some of the most gorgeous yarn I have ever seen.
They do, and if you get out of the house, if you get away from me with this coming home, you're going to be lucky.
Isn't this beautiful?
That is
It's
so
called
pretty.
Mrs. Weasley's Knits. They have like Harry Potter themed, Game of Thrones, Supernatural, Doctor Who. What's the other? Oh, Walking Dead. All that stuff.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
And I don't usually buy yarns just because of like the theme thingy. I go
Right.
by color. But this is their squishy sock. And this is 75.25, but it is the softest 75.
I know. It's like I said, if you get away from here with that in your bag.
And so
pretty.
I got this one, and then I got these little minis, and they are Corriedale and nylon. Little mini set.
That's really pretty too.
I
I
love
love
those
Corriedale
colors.
yarn.
I do too.
It's just,
So-
I mean,
And that's why I
socks.
picked these, because she had other mini sets, but they were merino, and I thought, well, I haven't knit with
Yeah.
Corriedale in a while.
I want to
so.
say that pair of socks that I did with the spun right round
Mm-hmm.
very early on, it was with Kay Jones from
Mm-hmm.
her Prairie Sock pattern
Yeah.
that I did with. I want to say that's Corriedale sock, and I love those socks.
Yeah.
They're like one of my favorite pair of socks. So,
And that was it.
except for
Fourth Maryland Sheep and Wool. This came from a little yokel. not a yokel. I haven't even met her. She's probably not a yokel at all.
But she's local.
But she's local. A little place called Southern Persnickety here in the backwoods of North Carolina. And it's like an artist's consignment shop.
Hold up.
What?
We do not live in the backwoods.
I do.
You do. But not here, and not where that
What?
place is. It's
Well,
not in
it
the
is.
back. Where's that place at?
It's on Old Cherry Point Road.
That is not the backwoods. Well, wait a minute.
Yes, it is.
It might
Don't
be.
listen to her, it is.
It might be.
Just because she lives in the city. No.
I don't really live in this
And
city.
this place is called Waterway Trading. And look at this cute little clothesline thing. It's the cutest little notions.
That is cute. What you gonna
Cute.
put in it?
I don't know. Things that the cats will steal out of it
Oh,
and run
yeah.
away with.
Ooh, that's substantial too.
I know.
That's cool.
She does a nice job. And seriously, people, this thing was only $5.
Oh my God, it's
$5. And she had all different sizes and stuff.
They're really
I thought that
cool.
was really cool.
Yep, decor with a coastal vibe.
So that was my booty haul.
Booty haul, booty haul. You want to
Haul.
put that back in the little baby bag?
Yes, so it doesn't get squashed.
Stick these in your bra.
Yep. These go back with the boobs. So we had a great time at Maryland Sheep and Wool. I was very impressed with it.
Would you go back?
I would go back. I would definitely go
That
back.
smells good. Did you smell it?
Mm-hmm. It smells sheepy.
That smells good.
Yes, I would definitely go back. I thought the only thing that kind of bothered us was, yeah, little thief. You know, some of the animals had been there all day and they were getting all sad. And there was one alpaca. He was kind of shaking and humming, and it made us really sad. And we wanted to steal him and put him in the car and take him home with us. And yeah, I'm an animal lover, and I don't like to see animals sad. So that was the only
The only thing.
downer part
Yeah.
of it. You know, the animals were all, most of them were not happy, except for the border collies. They were having a lovely time. They did a border collie demonstration.
Oh, so they were
of
chasing
herding
the
the
sheep.
sheep. They were having the greatest time.
They loved it. The
They
sheep were like,
did. The
"What
sheep were like, seriously, again?
You do this? Yeah, I got to turn around and do this again in an hour.
I think they did it every 3 hours, but
That's not bad.
but it was a great time. It was so much fun.
But how
We
often
had a
do
good
these
time.
sheep and alpacas, whatever, go to
Yeah.
a festival and hang
Probably
out
not
for
that
2 days?
often.
I mean, it's like
So,
2 days.
You know, they were probably just tired.
Well,
They were like me, you know.
There's a bunch of people. They probably
at
got
the
up early.
hotel. Exactly.
They
got
probably
up
all
early.
loaded up into how they got there and looked at one another
Yeah.
and went,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Too many people. Let's go
Yeah.
home. But yeah, we stayed there. We got there at like 9:30 and stayed till like 4:30, I think. So it was a day. There was a lot of walking.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
good. I think we should get our knitting group together and all go
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
So,
I forgot to say earlier when we were talking about our Get That Knit Done KAL, if there's any makers out there, make anything that want to donate for prizes, you can contact one of us.
that would be
on
awesome.
Instagram or
That would be
Ravelry.
great.
We would love to showcase your products on our podcast. And now that people are watching us,
Yeah.
but
We
yeah,
can showcase
just-
it to more people.
Yeah, so get in touch with us if anybody's interested. And oh crap, yeah,
What?
Sarah
Oh,
with
crap,
QCC Yarns
Oh,
is also donating a skein of yarn to the podcast. So we will also open a thread
and
in the
that's awesome.
Ravelry group. She's going to have winner's choice of colors, so we'll have something for you to do in that thread too, and then we'll put you in touch with Sarah, whoever wins.
And thank you, Sarah, for doing that. We
Yes,
really
thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much.
Because you are our very first donation to the podcast.
Ta-da!
Yay!
If we had confetti, we would
Would throw it.
we
Just
would
imagine.
throw it.
Ooh, can't you throw in some kind of
I
thingy
don't
thing
know.
that throws confetti? You know,
We
like,
will
do you know what I'm
try
saying?
it. There's no guarantees, but
Well, you're good at that
Okay.
editing thing now. You can throw something.
you know,
something.
there might be, or you know, we'll see.
Okay.
It could happen.
Whatever floats
Or
your
it might not happen.
boat.
We don't know.
I don't know anything today, so I'm just along for the ride.
Well, we appreciate all of you coming back.
We
and
do.
Sticking with us.
Yep. Because it's sporadic sometimes. We try to make it every 2 weeks, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Life, gets in the way.
It does.
So now we have a beverage.
Yay! Yeah, the can is really cool on this one.
All right, so my kid brought me this one.
Oh, God. Is it a dark beer?
It is not.
Oh, what? It's not dark?
It's a Gosa, which is a
what?
a sour beer.
Sorry,
Oh,
y'all get at the
earthquake,
top of my
people.
head.
Sorry.
It's a sour beer, and this is a passion fruit one. It is from 3 Notch Brewing in Charlottesville, Virginia. I have not tried this one either. Okay, these got to come out because I really am going to pierce something in just a second.
That's funny.
That would not be good. Hold this out here. Wow.
You need glasses?
Nope. Nothing beats that sweet spot as winter gives way to summer. So we put that feeling in a can. This German sour ale becomes a spring favorite with the addition of the bright flavors of passion fruit. Tartness from the kettle souring with lactobacillus, which is a type of bacteria, gives the beer, or like a yeast, anyhow, gives the beer the same crisp, dry, refreshing quality as a warm spring afternoon, which is kind of what we have right now.
Kinda.
Spring never tasted so good. Leave your mark. This is.
What's the
I thought it said
alcohol?
leave your work at first, but no.
What is the...
It's only 5.1%, so it's a nice light.
Okay, so that's half of 1050.
Which is her...
That's
what
my
do you call it?
gauge.
Her gauge.
That's
yeah.
my gauge, because I know what that one is, so...
Let's see. Oh my.
Uh-oh. Now I'm scared.
I'm going to do this over the table, so... Look how pretty that is. Look how nicely that pours.
Well, that glass is blue, but yeah.
I know. It's not really green.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is one you're going to want to totally shoot all the way down, but sometimes sour beers can be like Sour Patch Kids, a little sweet and sour at the same time.
Yeah. All right.
You ready?
Cheers.
Woohoo! That just grabs your salivary
It's
glands
sour.
and squeezes them. I
But
like
it's
it.
different. I like it too. It's different.
Well, I told you we were going to move out of the dark beers and
yeah.
into the light.
It smells a little weird, I have to say, but it doesn't taste like what it smells like. Does that make sense?
It smells a little grapefruity to me, but I guess maybe that's what passion fruit tastes like. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a passion fruit. Have you?
Initially, if I ever didn't know it. Initially, it tastes a little salty right on the tip of the tongue. Do you get that?
Yes.
And then once it goes back, it's it's if you like a sour apple or a dill pickle, sour pickle, or maybe that's not the right analogy.
But it doesn't taste like a dill pickle.
No, I just mean the sourness of, or like a sour patch, whatever those kids
Yeah,
things
Sour
are.
Patch Kids.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, sweet tarts.
Yeah,
something like
the
that.
sour parts of like a sweet tart, or
Because it has a little sweetness to it too.
yeah, it does. But initially, right on the tip of my tongue, I get salt, and then it goes away.
I just like the way it like squeezes. You can feel your throat squeeze with the
Those little
tartness
places
of
right
it.
there in the back of your
Yes.
throat. They go. Yeah, I like that.
So
Ooh.
I think this is a win for me.
Yeah,
It's
it's a thumbs up for me.
Summertime
2
beer.
thumbs up.
Yay.
And thanks, Noah.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would be one like you said that you would guzzle or shoot it. You know what I mean?
No.
It's one to savor a little bit, I think. I think we might have to split this one. Finish drinking it.
And this is, again, it's 3, oops, let me turn my hand around, 3 Notched Brewing in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Let's have some more.
Okay.
Oh, this is a limited release, guys.
It's probably like a summertime
That stinks.
beer.
Oh, So now that we're chatting and whatnot, you know, Jason's 30th birthday was the 9th. And so I went up there on the 12th. His stepmom had arranged a surprise birthday party for him at the Fridays up there. So I had to figure out how to get him there.
Yeah.
Well, the last two summers I've gone up there. Prior to getting there, the Fridays, we don't have a Fridays here in Newbern. So that was +1. Because then I could say, oh, I want you to take me there, or I want to go there because we don't have one. Well, they would advertise that Leinenkugel summer shandy beer. And every time we would go, and I'd want to try it, they were out of it. You know, it was like just a summer thing, and the window had closed, and they didn't have it anymore, or they were out, whatever. So I've like 3 times tried to try this beer. So that was the excuse I used.
She's so sneaky.
I want to go to Fridays. I'm taking us out for your birthday and for Mother's Day. I'm buying. We don't have a Fridays. That's where I want to go because I want to try this beer. So got him there, and of course, then when we get there, he was like, "Well, you're going to try that beer?" I said, "Nay, I'm going to try that beer 3 years."
Yeah,
it was okay.
I'm not a fan of shandies. But...
Well, it was a dirty beer, and maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's what a shandy is. It was milky looking. Yeah, it wasn't a clear.
No,
it was milky looking. It wasn't bad. Jason said, "Mom, you're not going to like that. It tastes like lemon pledge." And then one of his buddies says, "Yeah, it does." And I'm like,
"Well, that's what shandies are. They're like."
It wasn't bad.
And it was probably a wheat beer too, which will make it hazy like that.
It wasn't bad. I drank one because I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And then I switched off to Nicola Ultra.
Yeah.
So
they can be heavy.
And then we went back to his dad's house and hung out with his friends and his dad's friends, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. He was surprised, which I was
good.
Yeah. It was a fun time. We took a crazy picture of his dad and he cutting the birthday cake, which they thought was weird. They're like, "This is weird." And I'm like, "Well, if we hadn't cut a wedding cake 30 some odd years ago, we wouldn't be cutting this cake tonight. So y'all get over it."
Hard to believe that we are the mothers of 30-year-old men.
I swear. How did that happen?
My kid's birthday was last week too. And
how did that happen? I mean, it's like they were just in...
I know. They were just in diapers.
Then grade school and then high school.
And now they're older than we are when we had them.
I just don't feel like I'm old enough to have a kid that old. Do you?
Me either. So let's pretend like we're not that old.
I mean, how old are you supposed to feel? I don't know, but I just don't.
Yeah.
When I think, I know he's grown and I know he's on his own, but when I sit there and put a number to it, I'm like, oh no, that's not supposed to be.
No.
How did
it's
it
like
happen?
His age makes me feel older than my age.
Yeah, like saying you have a 30-year-old kid does make you feel older than saying you're 54.
And we'll just say that I'm closer to 60 than I am 50.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll be 57 next
week.
Shit,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you look pretty damn good for your age, sister.
Thank you. So, when I think of it, I don't think my age, it doesn't bother me as much as thinking
that I have a 30-year-old.
30.
Yeah. Maybe because 30 is a milestone.
It is. Him. I asked him, I said, "Do you feel any older?" And he was like, I said, "Does 30 feel different?" And he said, "No, not really."
That's weird that you ask him that because Jason's dad and all of his friends ask him that.
Yeah.
And Jason's just looking at me like, "Mom, what are they trying to say?" And I'm like,
well, like you said, back in our day, back in the 60s and 70s, it was don't trust anybody over 30. Yeah.
And 30 was old to us
30
back then. But we weren't 30.
Exactly. We weren't our 50s.
And now 60's not old.
So I know
70's not old. I mean, God, look at my mom. She's 76.
Yeah.
She just doesn't look. I have to remind myself that she's that age. She'd probably die if she knew I just said that. But I just have to remind myself that she's like that she can't do some things, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my niece, she doesn't understand why Mimi can't go outside and run around the yard with her.
Exactly.
You know, because Mimi can't.
Because Mimi can't. It would take her a lot longer to recuperate.
Yeah. I can still, and that was the other thing. I can still party like a rock star.
Oh God, yes.
Whew, I just don't recover like one. There was a time.
The days after are bad, people.
The days. Like 2 or 3 of them.
Yes, days. I said days.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm qualifying 2 or 3. Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to think what other podcasts I've watched that I really enjoyed and I thought was fun. Espoz Trico I watched. They're going to be making kits with different things. You know, they're in Canada, if y'all don't know. I know you know, but... and they do, in the summertime, because a lot of people think, oh, what are you going to knit in the summertime, you know, because it's hot. They do a lot of linen, cotton, a lot of like lace weight shawls and stuff where you're just going to basically use it as an accent, not for warmth or anything. But they have a lot of super cute tops that are done with linen or cotton linen blend or whatever. That Habu textiles thing, I know you've seen that around. Those kind of things. And they make me want to knit that stuff, even though I can't stand knitting with linen.
True. It does mess up your fingers.
Well, but you know what? This right here, that's
it's
cotton
a linen
and linen.
blend, but cotton softens it
it's
up.
And it's not as bad.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm a proponent of knitting. And when people say things like they don't knit in the summertime, it's like, well, unless you're knitting outside in the
what difference does it make?
Excuse me. In the humidity, what does it matter?
Well, and
I'm also a proponent of knitting for the next season.
Well,
like right now, you should be knitting sweaters
for winter,
because then you'll be able to wear them in the winter. And then in the wintertime, you should be knitting lightweight stuff so you'll have it to wear in the summer.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, because if you were knitting that now, I mean, well, here you could probably wear it in the winter because it doesn't get that cold
here. No, I
here.
couldn't because I'm cold natured.
Oh, that's true because you're cold natured. But you don't want to be knitting a t-shirt in the summer because then you can't wear it again.
By the time unless you're a super Nina Phillip knitting expat
or Kay Litton who
can bang them out like that.
Yeah.
Or Amy from Stranded.
Yeah.
She has knit 4 or 5 sweaters this year. I think she's knit 5 sweaters total. 4 of them are colorwork sweaters. She had never knit colorwork before. She's knit 5 sweaters. January, February, March, April, May, people. She has knit 5 sweaters this year and 4 colorwork.
Crazy.
She is quick too. But anyway, unless you knit that way, like for me, I need to knit the season before for the next season because I don't. Sometimes I go a week without knitting. You know, if it's super busy at work and I just don't have the time, that I've missed a whole bunch of time to get it done. Or if I fall in a rabbit hole like my Calamity Jane cozy blanket, that's all I have concentrated on because I just love it so much. Then it means I haven't gotten any work done on that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I don't know. I think if you're a knitter, you're going to knit no matter what.
No matter what.
You're going to either knit with, if it's
lighter
100 degrees outside, if you want to be knitting with a worsted weight yarn, you're going to sit in your house, turn your AC down, and you're going to make it happen. You're just going to do whatever.
Yeah.
But it is smart to knit for the season before you want to wear it. Especially if you have time constraints or you're a slow knitter or whatever. I mean, but they do, check them out. Yeah, if you haven't, go and look at their last podcast because they have some super cute things on there.
Very cool.
And I've been thinking that we need to do at some point after we get done with this, and we still could do it too now. Do a knit along, pick a pattern, pick a yarn or whatever, and do a knit along. Something wearable, not just a shawl. I mean, if we want to do a shawl, that's fine. But we're trying to do more serviceable. You don't want to do shawls.
I am. Even though I already had the yarn and the pattern for that.
I know.
So I had to make it. So I'm going to try not to.
You're getting ahead for next winter.
I am. See, I'm going to have that to wear in the winter.
Bartender.
Pour you another round? Well, thanks again for sitting through another hour of...
Okay. We're not going to chit-chat?
I think we did enough.
Okay, well then.
Or what else do y'all want to know?
How about, I'm going to ask the question, what's one of your favorite podcasts? You can comment down below, or you can go and join the Ravelry group and just put a comment. Oh, we got to do prompts for the giveaways.
You can use that as one of the prompts.
Let's do that. Let's let the prompt for Sarah's yarn. Okay. The prompt for Sarah's yarn for QCC, Quality Control Cat Yarn, from Sarah from You So and So, right?
Right.
The prompt be, let's do for her, go to her website and say what your favorite colorway is. So we'll do that for that one.
Okay.
And then for our giveaway, for our 150 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
If we hit 175 before next podcast, I'll throw in 5 minis for Cozy Memories or whatever you want to, Frankensocks, whatever you want to do. We'll let that prompt be,
what podcasts do you like?
What are some of your favorite podcasts?
Because there might be ones that we don't know about either that we would like to watch.
Of course there is. I mean, there's always that. Just like that yarn company. I mean, we both know a lot of different yarn companies, but that Bumblebee was that.
Yeah, Bumblebee Acres.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them before.
Me either. And all their yarn was gorgeous, people.
That really was what you brought home.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Kay. That was not a negative. That was a good one. It was a positive one.
Well, thank you again for joining us. We hope you liked.
I like the beer.
Our shenanigans, and she liked the beer.
Would you like some more?
I'll have just a little bit because I gotta drive home. There, a little splash.
Oh.
You can have the rest.
Okay.
So we'll see you again. Hopefully in a couple weeks. It could be 3.
Could be a month.
But get in your entries for our giveaway.
Yes, please do.
Yes, and join the knit along.
Tell all your friends.
Tell your friends, your enemies, your neighbors.
Your frenemies.
Yeah.
Your sister's, dogs, cats, aunt.
Yeah.
It must be time to go.
It must be time to go.
All right. Till next time, people.
Cheers.